So I got a new wheel, and I wanted to try some F1 ranked. Alright, we're in a lower class race to start. 5 laps here in Jeddah. I don't even know contact's on for this one, but nonetheless, let's see what we can do. Oh my god. So we're underway here in Jeddah, and this could be the start of something beautiful. Maybe our F1 esports career. As you know, I am one of the fastest in the game. I don't think I've met a single person that's ever been able to, quite navigate a track as quick as I can in any form of Formula One, content here. But we had to start with some bronze level races because I haven't really done F1 ranked before, and I wanted to wait till I had my new wheel to do it, and I finally got that here. So that meant the first couple races that we are doing here would be ghost card the whole time, which sucked. But it was kind of a good way to get into the flow of things and kind of understand what the heck I'm in for now. As you can see, I get a warning for exceeding track limits, but you basically get like different licenses, blah blah blah, and then you get promoted at the end of the week if you're in high enough level. I think I'm in silver 2 at the time of actually putting this video out now, and I started in like bronze or whatever, and I think I was maybe up to silver 1 when I started recording. But nonetheless, yeah, there was no contact for the first 2 races, and just kind of getting into a bit of a rhythm now. There's 5 laps for this one, and of course we have the 3 tracks every week. This week was Jeddah, Hungary, as well as Mexico. I'm not quite sure what's going to be for the next one quite yet, but I'm hoping I can do maybe like a video or so every week of F1 ranked or something like that, and just kind of compile the races that I do for you guys and whatnot. So here we are, right to the final lap of this race. The first 2 races going to be pretty quick here now, as this is like little 5-lap sprints kind of deal, but I was just trying to set these guys up here really for the DRS. Second place right here makes a big error. Zolta goes backwards now, so it's just kind of like a head-off or a face-off between myself and Harry Bish. Let's see if we can beat them now, as we would focus in right here on the DRS zone. I didn't want to pass them until here, and I knew that if I could just get a comfortable lead out of this right here, it'll be okay. And it's ghost card, so it's not like you actually have to have any racecraft in these opening races, so we just breeze by. I actually outbrake myself there in the final turn just a little bit, but we're okay. We built up enough of a gap that we're gonna come through and win in our first attempt here at F1 rank, so we'll take it. There we go, we get the win. We'll take it. No contact's kind of boring, but it was a good kind of way to get into the swing of things, so yeah, we'll take it. Race 2 now, same deal, 5 laps, Hungary, no contact. This will be the last race without any contact before I finally was able to get into some races with contact. So just seeing, once again what we can do. Now in the lower divisions, you don't have like the ability to use setups. You can't even do like a manual start. It's really bad, to be honest, but if you are a noob at F1, it kind of works. It makes sense. It allows you to maybe get used to the game and whatnot here, but I would absolutely just dominate here in this 5-lap race now, as I was just cruising for a bruise, and at this point now we come to 2 laps to go, and nearly a second ahead. I was cruising. I didn't have to push a single lap, thankfully. The car sucked to drive with the default setup, so I really felt like I couldn't push even if I wanted to, and actually second place, Sheep King, puts a little bit of pressure on us, 0.4 of a second, as I get a warning for track limits, but we would still win. Another win. Very fun. Deja vu, we're right back in Hungary for 5 laps again. This time the contact is on. It was a random starting grid, and watch this. Yeah, my reaction time was maybe slower than a sloth, and that's quite challenging to do. I was having issues getting my clutch working on my new wheel. I finally have got it all sorted out. It was an issue between a conflict between my wheel and pedals being separated, and I was able to map them together. It all works now the way it should. Actually fix that following this video. So my career mode season 4, that'll all be fixed as well. The leader got a drive-through. So as well, when I say there's contact on, there's no contact on the first lap. So contact like turns on after lap 1 is complete, and I was slicing through immediately up into second place, and Mr. Chris Tango did the tango with the penalty system and ended up getting a drive-through for it there, so he is going to be coming in at the end of lap 1, and we're going to go to the front position here into P1, and we are already about 0.7 of a second ahead of the cars behind. Decent lap 1, I guess. Hopefully we can hang on here. Here is when I realized contact was on. Listen behind. I hear a lot of contact, so contact's definitely on after lap 1. So I say let's just drive away. Driving away is always a good solution in life to just about anything, you know, not only in racing. If you see a fire, you know, maybe a meteorite coming your way, drive away. That's usually the best solution as we win again. Another win, 3 in a row actually, but that one we actually had contact on. We were just at the front, so we were able to, you know, avoid all the chaos after the first lap. So let's, I think, do one more and see what happens. Here's where things get fun. We get into the better ranked stuff, and we come into one-shot qualifying in Mexico, and I throw it away with the first opportunity I'm given. Into turn 1. The apex was there, I didn't find it. Apex is here, I missed it again, and not very happy with this one-shot qualifying lap, that's for sure now. Fortunately, only 7 of us in this race here now as I come through the final turn, and we're going to cross the stripe, and you can see a bit of oversteer, and watch me just shake my head in disappointment. Not happy with that one, not happy at all, and we still qualify 4th place with maybe one of the worst laps I've ran in the last 2 minutes now as we were get ready to roll. So it's soft to mediums that we're going to be doing for an 18-lap race. You guys know I don't like starting on softs, but it kind of felt like we have to follow the meta of F1 ranked. So we're going to get underway. It's lights out and racing is going here. 18 laps now as we get a decent start. It wasn't anything special now as contact, again, off for lap 1 still, but we're going to split 3 wide in the middle. I didn't know if contact was on or not. The game doesn't do a good job of telling you. Maybe I'm just stupid, but to me it doesn't do a good job of telling you what the license level of the lobby is and if contact is on or off. So I just kind of assume contact's on, but it's still off on lap number 1. So we fade back to 3rd place behind MMSP, Capjulo, and the leader XXADZX out in front here now trying to just take command, but it looks like they are about to give up the lead, and they sure enough would. They would drop down to 2nd. At the end of the lap there, a bit of oversteer for myself now as they're going to actually drag race down this front straightaway. Who's going to come out on top of this battle? Well, it wasn't XZADZX, okay? It's MMSP that ends up getting to drive away. So now here I am trying to put some pressure on the back of 2nd without obliterating them and, you know, running them over. So hoping that that opportunity was going to come right here with the DRS, but still not quite enough yet. Okay, did not see rain in the forecast, but it sounds like we might actually get some here. Rain on the way. It was not in the forecast now, as sure enough, we used the DRS lap 4 to make the overtake, moving into 2nd. Alright, up to P2. We know rain's coming soon, so that's something we obviously gotta keep an eye out for, but I'm pretty happy we went with softs now. So now we can try to run down the leader here as they run a little bit wide. It wasn't very challenging to run them down. Actually, we had really solid pace. Still on preset setups, by the way, for this one, so I couldn't run a custom setup. Couldn't really get that comfort I was looking for, but the leader getting kind of desperate immediately here now, pulling out of line, trying to break that slipstream. I didn't really care because I knew I was faster than them at this point, so I wasn't too concerned. And now the rain is here. And there is the rain. So now we're just, of course, waiting for that weather to really start barreling it down. The leader is still in desperation mode, trying to keep me away from, well, slipstreaming them here, as I was just kind of keeping them in striking distance. I was really waiting to get the pit stop done, and then we're going to get ready to pit, of course, and put on those inters, which was going to be right here. So we're going to come in for the inters. You can see it's right on the crossover point now. So we're going to come in and put on the intermediate tire. Oh, he sped. He sped. We're literally right at the crossover right now. So I was hoping he was going to stay out, make it easy for me. But obviously, that did not happen.
Okay, mate, that's it. Go, go, go. Perfect.
We're going to be right with him, though. I think... Are we in front of him? We are in front of him. They made a crucial error. MMSP is not on intermediate tires. They are on hard tires. So not only did they speed, but they got to come in and put on a set of inters now. So we were driving away, and this just made my life so much easier for these final, 12 laps of racing here in Mexico. Sergio Perez's home Grand Prix was an absolute disaster for him, of course, in real life there on the weekend now, out in the first turn. But yeah, we would drive away. That was it, really. Now I had no competition for the rest of the race, so I was in cruise control, just bringing it home at this point now, winding down the laps and just taking my license level gains that I could get out of it here now. So 2 laps to go. You can see the gap, 16 seconds to second, 20 seconds to third. Who's trying to rebound back into P2? Can they get there? That was the big question now that I was following. I was watching that gap for those two in their fight more than I was watching the actual racing track. But they got close to second, but it wasn't going to be enough. So we come through these final few corners. We're going to go 4 for 4 to kick off our F1 ranked career. So we'll take that. But yeah, I mean, overall, a decent start. We'll take it. We win in Mexico. All right, we go 4 for 4 in our debut of F1 ranked. And yeah, we'll take it. That's going to wrap it up for me. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.